plant program too. I know we heard talking about turf, but it kind of works the same way. If you look at our turf program, these are some of the key products. I'll hand this out. Start with that plant program. Goes over. I call them the soil builders. Our seed, our humic acid product. This is part of our renovation program. So this is something that is in a healthy soil. Naturally, it forms by Mother Nature, and what it does is it causes what they call natural chelation, which is basically you have minerals in your soil, all of these, but a lot of them are kind of binding together, so the nutritional uptake can be slow. It kind of separates them a little bit. It also provides lots of carbon. It's also on the live humic acid. It's taken from the earth. Eventually, everything starts out as peat and ends up as coal. It's younger than that. So you're putting some of this back into the soil. And when you start adding this, you're going to have a naturally healthier lawn over time too. This is one of the key building blocks of it. And obviously Axis is also. And we also have what we call our Ocean Magic. It's got lots of biochar. Biochar can stabilize nitrogen in soils. So we mix these two together. You have a lot of alive microbes. So ultimately, we're trying to rebuild that soil. And if you get more microbes into it, you're going to have, over time, a healthier soil, which means a healthier plant. Like I said, so these are some of the soil builders. And then you have basically the feeders. And I already talked about Nitrogen Plus. So if you don't know the microbe populations, you've used synthetics. That's always a great place to start. Ultimately, you're going to want to get to our Seasons product. So that's it. All this information is also on our website. So I encourage you all to go there. And like I said, same thing with plants, because we do believe in doing. I'll send this one out too. So if you grow any kind of plants, it's the same thing, and it really doesn't matter what your soil is. You're gonna have to add these. Another product is our Start Right. We do infuse some. Now I've talked about what's like mycorrhizae. That's one of the key fungus for a healthy soil. As it basically, you're putting in a little colony in your soil. So and we have that. We put traces amount of that in all of the fertilizer when they're making it. And what it does is, if it's near the roots of the plant, it'll cause little like white hairs to grow on the roots. So it's like doubling your root system, which is key for plant health. So the more you get of that, so if you put a new plant in the ground, you sprinkle a little bit of this, or you put any of our fertilizers down, you're going to get trace amounts of it. So that naturally forms. Like I said, that's one of the amazing things that is in our soil, is it will form naturally. You're basically planting colonies when you put in a mycorrhizae product. So these are the same kind of thing on a plant, because turf, if it's a turf, if it's a rhodie, if it's the azalea, they all grow basically the same way. So we're just trying to return this back to the soil, and then we feed them with the different fertilizers that we have, that we've trialed. And it's the Nitrogen Plus. If you bought it for your turf, you could also use it on your plants if you're transitioning to organics, initially to give it some food. And what's great about our Nitrogen Plus product too, I should mention, is it will work down to 50 degrees. The problem with a lot of organics is microbes get kind of sleepy when they get under 50 degrees anyways, even up to 60. They're not really working as well. Nitrogen Plus, if you had a yellow lawn and you wanted to get it greener and it's 55 degrees, it will do that. And that's what makes our product very unique in that way too. You don't have to put down a synthetic just to get a reaction. You will get a reaction from our products.